Hello Commanders! Today I'm going to be introducing my first ever general spotlight video for Art of War. In this series I'm going to focus on giving players, especially newcomers, an idea on how to use units. This will include going over their strengths, weaknesses,
a little gas, a little spark, and boom!
The first unit we are going to review is a regular flamethrower. This is one of the first units we are introduced to and is a strong early game biological unit. In Art of War, all units have 4 categorizations. The first is whether they are a ground or air unit. The second is if they are a biological or a mechanical unit. Third is their anti or attacking type, which includes anti-ground, anti-air, or both. This just means who they can attack. And the fourth is their attacking method, which will be long range indicated by a number signaling its unit distance or melee. Either of these can have an AoE capability, which is displayed on the bottom right of the character profile. Regular Flamethrower's description is that he deals short range AoE damage. He inflicts higher damage on biological units. The unit ability composes of a melee attack with a 135-degree radius in front of him. This attack hits twice and deals 8 damage, inflicting 250% damage on biological units. For upgrades, I'm only going to mention major changes for units, but I'm going to ignore most numbers as these units can be buffed or nerfed in the future. The most notable upgrades for the flamethrower are its second and third upgrade, which increase its HP and attack by 20 and 25%. This effectively makes the flamethrower have 70 HP, including its first upgrade, at level 2, and increasing its base attack to 10, making its damage to biological units 25, dealing 50 damage in one attack. These upgrades can be useful against dire wolf rushes and most forms of Terran infantry. They're also good against Atlak blade slaves, and they're also useful against other flamethrowers, besides the dragon breath and arguably the heavy. The regular flamethrower falls short the most against mechanical units, most notably the Yaguai pangolins, with the swift pangolin being the trickiest to deal with for flamethrowers. The Ironbird Riders are also effective mechanical units as their upgrades make them very aggressive against the slower flamethrowers. Because of this, it's best to have an AP crossbowman or your own Ironbird to make up for mechanical shortcomings on the ground early game.
Burn everything in sight.
Our blazing spirit can never be suppressed.
The next flamethrower is the Heavy Flamethrower, which has lower damage but higher HP, and attack can also reduce the armor of the enemy unit. Like the first flamethrower, this unit attack deals damage twice and can hit up to 99 enemies, but reasonably it's closer to 3 or 5 if they're grouped up. Each attack deals 6 damage or 15 damage to biological units, and also reduce the enemy armor by 2. All upgrades for the Heavy Flamethrower increase its HP, with a maximum of 112 at level 3 and 96 at level 2. This unit is significantly bulkier than the first, and although it deals less damage, its armor debuff make it synergize with Terran infantry and crossbowmen very well. Their HP also make them a very durable early game frontline. Like the regular flamethrower, this unit is great against wolf rushes, Terran infantry, and blade slaves, and still has that issue against mechanical units, but to a lesser degree when paired with infantry. This is because their passive make their infantry hit harder. Also, Dreadclaw at level 2 can be very difficult to deal with their illusion ability, and so can heavier mech units. Included in this list of difficult to deal with units are Black Templar and the 4th variation of Blade Slave for the Outlook, which can both instantly kill this flamethrower.
I am planning to take a vacation next month.
If you stare at the flames for too long, then you can't see things clearly.
The third variation of the flamethrower is the HEF Flamethrower. This flamethrower varies significantly from the first two, as this unit still launches 2 attacks. However, in a more narrow 15 to 80 degree radius, which hits up to 5 enemies, for 8 or 20 damage to biological units. This unit's special properties appear at level 2 when they become kamikazes. Their upgrade reads, upon dying, inflict 150% damage on nearby units. At level 3, this becomes 250%. This equates to dealing 12 and 20 damage respectively. In small numbers, this ability isn't very powerful, but against hordes of invisible blade slaves, direwolves, dreadwolves, and other melee units, their kamikaze attack can kill units they otherwise may not have been able to hit. On maps with ground objectives, this unit is also one of the strongest at taking them, as their damage can be pretty explosive. As is true for all flamethrowers, air units and mechanical units can pose the most problems for teams with many HEF Flamethrowers.
Is it very hot here? My fury is unleashed!
Compared to the other flamethrowers, a base cost of 400 essence and research cost of 0, the Dragon Breath costs 1000 each and has an initial cost of 600, making this flamethrower the most expensive. Its base attack is 25, which easily overshadows the 8 of the regular and HEF flamethrower, and its starting HP is 130, higher than a level 3 heavy flamethrower at 112. This unit is a very strong early game unit, even against mechanical units like pangolins. Its active ability is Flame Burst. This attack launches 4 attacks to up to 99 ground enemies in a 135 degree radius. Each attack deals 25 damage, 62.5 against biological units. This ability can easily clear waves, especially when the units start grouping up together when you use something like a false rally. The upgrades of this unit make it so formidable that it can be used at all stages of the game, provided the enemy has biological units. This unit is especially useful when Yagwai have Raging Minotaurs or Atlak have Shield Slaves. The Dragon Breath is a flamethrower unit that can be a staple in any Terran team and succumbs mostly to stronger mechanical units such as the Gorilla, Sapphire Spiders, and the Vajras, and other comparable units.
Enemies! We need enemies!
Personally, among the flamethrowers, the Heavy and Dragon Breath are my favorite. The debuff of the Heavy and the raw power of the Dragon Breath make them attractive units to build a front line with. Well, that's all for this general spotlight video. Thank you for watching my video, and if you'd like to see more Art of War content, like and subscribe. This is Chunky Monkey, and I'll see you in the next video.